Hello, 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 everybody! Welcome once again to Novice DMing, where we are playing Curse of Strahd. Do. We're here with David, Kylah, Noah, Padon, and myself. I'm Liam McKinnon. I am the Dungeon Master. Thank you all so much, everyone, for tuning in and watching this. A couple quick announcements before we dive into our session for today. First of all, Deadmonton has begun. Season for Deadmonton has been going on, and it has been amazing thus far. I'm having a great time with all of the actors, seeing everybody again. It's my third year doing it, and it's fantastic. Had a really great couple of um, first few weeks at it. I'm a character at the moment that is able to be like on the ground, so like interacting with people while they're going out and what is it, mingling and mixing in the lineups and stuff. It's really, really fun. They're called rovers, so it's like going around and freaking and creeping people out. I really love it. So yeah, if you guys get a chance to come see Edmonton, please do. It's going all the way up until November, I believe it's 8th or 9th for this year, so check that out. Um, Also, a big announcement. I got this notice a couple of days ago. I am going to be in It's a Wonderful Life, the live radio play at the Walterdale in on December's 4th and 14th. Originally, I was an understudy for that show, and I still kind of am. I was also like a voice what is the word? I guess voice teacher, mentor kind of thing, being a consultant when it comes to that as like a special guest that the director had brought in for that. But now I am going to be playing Clarence for It's a Wonderful Life. So that is awesome. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm really excited for that. Yes, thanks guys. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because it's like the first character role that I've ever had that's like a named person that people know about, and I'm very excited. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, and also with Sorry Not Sorry, I'm going to be performing in our YG D&D format on October 26th as an NPC. I'm also going to be performing on November, I think it's our November show. I forget the specific date of that. It's either like the 23rd or the 24th. And I'm going to be a PC for that show. So if you guys are looking to get some tickets for YG D&D through Sorry Not Sorry Improv, please do that as well. Made a lot of announcements before when it came to talking about some new projects and ideas that I'm working on when it comes to games. For example, a Vampire the Masquerade game that might be coming up. We will see. But that might be something that's happening up in the new year. Um, we'll see how it goes. A big thing I want to say a thank you to everyone. This is one of the things I have been noticing in the last week, playing around with just like looking at the stream we had shot on September the 30th. I want to say thank you to everyone who dropped in and tuned in for that. Still working out some of the technical things in terms of like what is it called if I'm going to like download it and do an adjustment on like microphone stuff. But I think for myself right now, just because I'm doing so much, I think it's going to be staying as it is right now. But if it does change, we'll see. I left a comment in the comment section for that video to let people know where they can go when they can start hearing the audio come in and start actually hearing us get into the session. But I want to say to everybody who was able to tune into that stream just to check us out and see how it was going, thank you so very much. We've had a few more people watch that actual session, which is really awesome. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. But yeah, thanks to everybody who supported us with that entire endeavor and is now here with us for this session. I'm really excited to be here. Um, I don't believe there's any other major announcements on my part that I have to go through. Yeah, I think that's really everything as I'm going through my brain and thinking about stuff. Yeah, I think that's really it. I don't think that I have anything else. Um, Aside from that, what was I thinking about? No, that's it. I was gonna share a cool thing with Edmonton, but I think I'll talk to you guys about that probably a little later, just at our little break, because it was really cool and I'm just like over the moon about it. But it was really awesome. But other than that, I want to turn over to our players before we dive into our session today to find out if you all have any questions regarding, before we dive into our session, finding out if there's anything from our last session that we wanted to just reestablish or get into before the full rundown and the recap. Is there anything that we need to run down for? Are you guys all good?
My only question I asked. I'm good.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So, without further ado, let
Adieu.
us dive in to our session for Curse of Strahd. Alrighty. And I like how immediately I do that, and then something comes up on the Zoom thing that's like, set up this thing. And I'm like, shut up. I am busy. So, back into it, everybody. I got it. All right. When last we left off with our adventurers here in the lands of Barovia, they were at Castle Ravenloft attending a wedding for the ages. Yes, that's right. One that brings frowny faces to birds and smiley faces to cats. Yes, we are here. So, we were exploring your guys' day at the wedding. First focusing on the morning of when you all had awoken to see Eren almost being abducted by a bunch of witches. And y'all took care of that really quickly. You had then been greeted by Rahadin and Esker. And Esker had what is it called? Been shown to be kind of like put in this like really subservient role by Rahadin. But you guys were presented with these like wedding attire that you guys could have worn, however you chose not to. And this basically, if you guys were caught with this, you would basically have an escort, and this would be Rahadin. Excuse me. Wee. Um, but you were all kind of mixing around the castle, seeing different people come in, red cloaked individuals, like really torn, garbed, dressed individuals as well. But you then explored the castle to try and find the quickest route to get to the massive chandelier heart that is in one of the big spiral staircase. You had found the quickest route based on the time you had dedicated to it to be a path that could be right outside of Rahadin's office, going up the stairs, and finding quick access there. But because of your inability to sneak around, you had got the attention of Rahadin, who was going to escort you to the wedding. But Kari and Wystera kind of engaged in an immediate combat. And then they attacked Rahadin, but they found out it was not Rahadin. It was actually a shadow creature. And you guys had slain that creature, but Rahadin was able to come out. Vistra went unconscious. And from there, this is the part that David does not approve of. And then you guys were escorted by Vistani, who did not have gemstones in their rings. You went to the wedding. Squally spoke at the wedding, gave a wonderful speech. But this speech was added with a spell to prevent Strahd from being able to marry Irina. However, Strahd was not at this wedding. Instead, the bride and the groom was Aragol, thank you, and it was Aragol, and it was a Strahd zombie, something you guys are a little bit familiar with from before. Aragol attacked Squally for the most dice of damage I've ever rolled in all of my life. And you had survived that, and you all were able to engage in the battle. It involved cultists that were loyal to Fiona Vochter's whole organization in Valaki. It involved the Vistani, who also were accompanied by Radka, who was surprised with what was going on and was able to get the other Vistani to fight alongside with you all. And it involved these ragged, closed individuals who were a bunch of werewolves who were led by Zulika. Uh, and they all began to fight. You all began to fight together. You all killed Aragol. Well done, Squally, on that giant freaking like person, like this holy guardian, and you killed a bunch of other Vistani that were outside. Uh, you were able to take his bow, like take his crossbow, and when the battle was done after fighting the cultists, you were all like gonna be set, getting ready to go on your mission. And with this, Radka has said that he was going to go off to find his allies to make sure they knew that you guys were loyal and that to try to clear up any issues that came up. But Squally, you would notice that he was lying, and when he was lying, you try to confront him to say, "Stay with us." But after pressing a bunch of times, Radka responded by fleeing, and he and the rest of Vistani ran. The other werewolves were going to go chase them down. You stopped them. And the werewolves themselves expressed that they were coming to disrupt the wedding, but uh, probably based on what you had said, Squally, felt as if that was the same cause of all of you and have now had this weird little alliance where they will help you in whatever services you are doing with Strahd, except at the end of it all, they want Sly, and they want Sly to come with him. Um, and then you all began to leave out through the main hallway. And as you did this, you had gone into the Great Hall, and all of the gargoyles had reanimated to fight. You were all kind of getting ready, but the werewolves said that they would take care of it, where you could all get to your destination. You all, with Vistra leading the group and leading the charge, you have all began to run down the spiral staircase, or run to the spiral staircase that you all use to get to your rooms, to get from the other space that you were at, Squally, the little accountant room, and where you guys can get to the heart chandelier. That is everything you guys did last session and the session prior. So, with Vistra leading, the first thing I need, Vistra, is an initiative roll from you to set how you are going.
Right.
This is a group initiative for this.
Oh, okay. 13.
13. Okay. So, with the gargoyles flying down and all the werewolves being on the ground, being able to face, they return into their hybrid forms and immediately go and start like immediately catching gargoyles, slamming them into the cinder block pillars, grabbing them together and clawing, scraping across the granite. These gargoyles are tough, and it's going to take quite a while for them to fight, but with them all together, it is basically a fight that they can win. You guys get to the staircase, and now we have a choice to make. You guys can go up or down, and I want to know exactly what you guys are going to do here.
Well, as I recall, uh, there's a heart crystal going at the top of this staircase, is there not?
Nope, it is not this staircase, David. Vistra, it is not this staircase. This is the staircase that leads to your rooms and then goes
Oh,
down to the actual, what is it called? Leads you to go to the chamber that gets you to the larger staircase that makes it. This is a tight, small spiral
oh,
staircase.
yeah, this is the little one that's connected by a walkway to the bigger staircase?
Not a walkway. You have to basically connect to multiple different rooms, essentially. Like in
Oh,
order to
okay.
take this staircase, you have to travel to other floors. But this one is the one that both gets you to that dungeon floor that's covered in water. The one that leads you to the Hall of Bones. It's the one that leads to the main floor. It's essentially your guys' access hallway.
Okay. I'm turned around again. That happens. All right. So down is the water covered
Down is going
space?
to lead you to two different floors. It leads you to the dungeons, which are the ones that are covered in water, and it will lead you also to the like the floor that takes you to the Hall of Bones, where you guys had that dinner before.
Right. And up?
And up will lead you towards the accountant room in which Squally was at. It will also take you past. There's one particular alcove that you guys did not fully visit. There was a space where there was like a door you didn't go through at all. And it will also take you to your bedroom.
Okay. And does Vistra understand which is more direct to the...
As I had expressed, you knew that the way that you could get to the bigger staircase that can get you to the heart is by going down, passing Rahadin's office, which is right outside the Hall of Bones space, and taking the staircase that leads up there, and then you'll be right underneath that staircase.
Oh, great. Rodden's fucking office again.
Mhm.
Uh, what do you guys think? Vistra probably doesn't want to go anywhere near Rahadin at this point.
Aaron, I will also remind you that you're the other person who has like a map access that can show you a path to take, but this is not a path that leads you to the heart. It's a path that leads you deeper into the dungeons that can take you to some kind of particular icon that you've had that was given to you by the dead accountant.
Okay, so Vistra takes a look at Eren and says, "What do you think?"
Well, I mean, I know we want to do the heart, but we also have this icon thing we could do that the accountant told me.
All right, just don't let me try anything stupid like the last time if we see Rahadin. Thank you.
Don't let you try. You just did it. You just
I know, I'm
gave
just
Kari
saying.
a look, and then you were
I know,
attacking.
I know, I know. Just saying.
As you guys are having this conversation here, you see a giant piece of rock flying off. You see it's like a tooth belonging to one of the gargoyles that is just flung like it's
I,
60, 70 feet across the room from like a vampire tearing the
I,
bottom jaw of a gargoyle off.
I look at Eren. We should go now.
Sure.
Okay, we go down.
All right. You're going down. What floor are you guys going to go off of? Are you guys going off of the one for the Hall of Bones or are you going off the dungeon floor?
This leads through the dungeon, doesn't it?
This one,
Like the map that I got.
your little map will take you to the dungeon space. Yes.
While this is happening, if Kari's in the back with me, I'm gonna talk to her for a second and just say, are you sure we should leave them? Like, shouldn't we wait? And I'll look back at the werewolves.
Kari takes a moment. Just like I have never been more confident in the fact that I didn't think somebody needed our help than I do right now, seeing that.
I'm
Um,
I'm not thinking they need our help. I'm thinking we need their help. I don't know where Bratka went. I'm not feeling good. I feel like we need the more the better. Squally's
I mean,
pretty concerned.
Squally, I mean, we could stick around and we can try to like take care of that. But if we get in the middle of that, I mean, we might just be waiting around for them to finish up whatever it is. So, I mean, if we want to stop and stay here, maybe we could do that if we wanted to worry about the numbers. But I mean, it's already kind of tense in terms of whatever it is, and maybe if we stick around, maybe they won't trust that we can do this. I don't really know, but I don't know what they want with Sly. I don't know anything about what these people want. So,
Yeah,
Are
I don't like what they want with Sly either. I'm just concerned about the main battle, and maybe we come back later.
well, maybe what if we tell them to meet us somewhere? Like, what if we say, "Hey, meet us here," and then they'll know where we are, like something like that.
I'd feel better.
Okay.
does is there any chance Vistra hears this, or are you too far back?
I'm gonna say you're engaging in your conversation with Aaron at this point, so
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Twitch could hear it. Twitch could maybe like hear this conversation at this point if Twitch is nosy Nelly.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna suggest that Twitch did hear that and whispered in my ear, and so Vistra turns and said,
Twitch just says at this point and just goes, "They are concerned about the werewolves."
"Ah." Vistra turns and says to Squally and Kari, "I guarantee. Remember, these are werewolves. I bet they can find us no matter where we go. They will sniff us out."
I don't want them to think we're leaving them like Raka did.
I
They can probably smell Sly more than any of us.
I think that also their smell can tell them if we have been insincere or are leaving them because of a lack of care. These are wolves. They will know.
They also
Kari
told us to run.
Kari is gonna take out her hand. She's gonna take out her the end of like her pommel of her dagger. She's gonna give herself like a little cut, taking a little point of damage, and she's gonna just simply wipe it on the side of the wall and immediately say, "Best of both worlds," in that. Hey you! And she calls out to the wolves, "Take a sniff of this when you got a chance." And she's gonna immediately be like, "Okay, is that gonna be good? We're good?
Nice.
Then let's go."
Like, brilliant.
So Kari does that. She's also going to check and see how everybody's doing in terms of hit points. She wants to know how everybody's doing while you guys are all making your, like, beginning to go down the stairs.
I'm not good. I'm down to 15.
You're 15. Okay.
Wow.
15 HP?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I got
Um,
stabbed
Yeah, you got
like real good.
rotisseried.
Squally's feeling a little vulnerable right now. Squally feels like he's about to die.
Yeah, and Vistara's feeling sheepish and the same.
How many HP do you
Kari.
have? Dad, how many?
Oh, sorry, 36. That's
Yeah.
only because of, a bit from Hero's Feast. Yeah.
so he's at 47, which is halfway.
Okay. Kari's at 79.
Nice.
The smart one.
Yeah. Um, she says, I'm saving my big guns for if things go really bad, but if things are sounding really bad for us right now, I think we need to like do something about this whole. I think we need to take care of ourselves while we're going, but we should also find a place where we can like hunker down for like some time to like rest up at a certain point. I think we should that would be smart. Um,
Squally is gonna kind of gather everyone for a second. And we're gonna do a mass healing word.
okay, nice. Mass healing word.
Outstanding.
Fantastic.
So all you guys regain hit points of 1d4 plus 12, I believe.
Plus 12.
Cool.
Oh, sorry. Plus 8. I apologize. 1d4 plus 8, where you gain that number of hit points.
And you roll, correct?
Do I roll for it? Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you would
I thought
roll
everyone-
for everyone here.
Okay, and then everybody gets the same.
And it's not 8, it is your spell casting modifier. So it's wisdom. It's just your wisdom modifier. It is not your attack bonus.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my attack bonus, definitely. So plus, well, we get 8. We get 8 hit points each.
Okay, everybody gets 8 hit points on that.
Cool.
Where is it? 7.
But yes, a rest does sound agreeable.
Kari's gonna look at you, Squally, and is going to cast Cure Wounds on you at the 2nd level. Spending one of her 2nd level spell slots. Okay, that is you heal an additional 11 hit points.
Nice. That's helpful.
And oh boy, she's got a lot of stuff, but she's kind of want to save some of that. And I think as a second action, as you guys are going down the stairs here, I think she's gonna give you an extra 10. She's gonna give you 10 of her lay on hand. So she's got 25 lay on hand points left.
Immediately, I feel much better.
Hey, we need you kicking with us, okay, buddy? Let's get going. Fantastic. Everybody else here, before you guys get to the base of stairs, would be able to do one action if you need to, for any reason.
think I'm good.
Um, so Aaron, you know exactly where we're going for this icon kind of thing? I don't fully
I
understand.
believe with the map, I can see from the dungeons where to go. Is that correct, Liam?
Yeah, it's essentially like with this particular map, it's going to lead you through the dungeons and it's very
Yeah.
crude, but you know that this map leads down to the dungeons and it goes into this big chamber and
Hmm.
one particular like crypt is noticed, which is the Nimble Knobs crypt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like a map. It's kind of just the guy like drew it and was like, go here.
Okay. So Liam, do you feel that I would be able to show this map to Twitch and have Twitch scout on ahead? Or would Twitch get lost? Is that map enough for Twitch to?
That's a good point. Twitch could look at that map and would be able to scout on ahead. The best that kind of happened here was that Twitch was able to Twitch. Twitch was not summoned with you guys, so Twitch would have to roll in terms of a navigation thing. But yeah, that
Okay.
can happen.
All right.
I got Twitch's stat right here. Let me just get it.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so Twitch is just going to make an intelligence or wisdom check. This is a survival kind of thing. And I'll give it with advantage because you're helping Twitch.
Okay. Thanks.
That's a 1 and a 6. Okay, so Twitch can maybe do something with it, but Twitch may get lost. We'll see. Um, all right, so Twitch is gonna be looking at that and gonna start flying, and we'll fly up ahead of you guys.
Okay.
Is Twitch invisible right now, or is Twitch just fully visible?
Twitch, I believe at this point should be visible, shouldn't she?
Okay, Twitch is visible. Thank you very much. Just want to check with that. I'm going to read something quickly here for myself. Okay, that's good. Okay,
Quick
fantastic.
question. My power of the innocent, how long does that last for?
Once you activate it, it lasts for an hour.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, so Twitch goes on up ahead. You all begin to follow. Twitch is going a little faster. As you are all making your approach to get to the base of the stairs, you hear something, and I need Twitch to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. First out.
Sorry, can I retroactively take off that cloak when I was getting healing?
Taking off the cloak is going to slow you down. You're going to have to like fully remove the robes. It will take you at least, I'm going to say, 2 actions. So it'll take you out of two actions to get them off while you're on the stairs. But yes, just so you know,
Okay.
yeah, because you cast a spell, I'd say that one free action will be you starting to take it off, but you will be behind everybody, so it's going to take you at least one more action.
The spell's a bonus
Um,
action.
Oh, okay. Well then, fuck you, Liam. So you are still behind the group. They're moving, but you will be able to take them off.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, fantastic.
Um,
Um,
uh, uh, her con is +1, so 13.
13. That just succeeds. Um, now, Squally, you know that for yourself, in order to unattune to a particular magical item, which means you will lose all the benefits, it's going to take about an hour for you to like cleanse yourself of that. Like, it's still like just because you take off the robes does not mean you do not have the benefits that are prescribed to that robe. You are just
Oh,
going to have to separate your soul essentially from that magical tether. So you're just making that conscious separation within an hour.
So
interesting.
I still have resistance to necrotic damage for 1 hour.
Yes, you do. As soon as as you are all running, you hear a sound that sounds like a shrill kind of scream. And as you begin to run down, Vistra leading the pack, you see at the base of the stairs encountering Twitch. First of all, I gotta say, the castle now with the illusion is dark. Like it is pitch black in this hallway. You do not have it is gray slated stone. So if you guys don't have dark vision, you're having a problem. If anybody has light sources, you're gonna be good. But just so you guys know that.
Wally doesn't have any of his shit, so he can't see shit all.
Yeah,
I also can't see shit all.
fantastic. Kari also.
Should I light a torch or can someone just hold my hand?
I would prefer if you lit a torch for the both of us. I'm naked right now, by the way.
Okay.
Maybe
I shouldn't
so
light
if
that
you light a
torch.
torch, you're gonna see
Shouldn't
that
light that
action. Let
torch.
me tell you something.
Maybe someone should just hold my hand. I don't think I want to light the torch.
Well,
Kari's like, Squally, why would you announce that?
Squally's not so timid anymore.
I think Vystra, since Vystra was
I'm
talking to
naked.
Eren, I would suggest that Eren keep his hand on Vystra's shoulder.
I can't reach that high.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say.
right. Okay, how about just holding on to my cloak?
That's very funny, Mr. Yeah, touch your shoulder.
Can
And
I
then
hold
The
your
short guy
hand?
with one arm. Keep a hand on my shoulder.
Squally asks Eren if can I hold your hand?
Yeah, but I also can't see, so I don't know how well I can do.
I'll try to find Sly. Sly.
Yeah.
Can I
What?
hold your hand? I can't see.
Okay, so I like
I'm legally blind. I can't
gingerly
see.
like hold his paw down,
Oh.
try and reach, and like
Aw. Does Sly
grab
have
onto your
dark
hand and just
vision?
be like, "Yeah, he does." Just be
Oh,
like,
good. Okay.
"Please tell me that's your
He's a
hand I'm
cat.
holding."
The two of us have dark vision only.
I mean,
Right.
you can
Yep.
see me.
Size, but after you said your naked size, just kind of like,
It's just like refusing to look.
yeah.
Also,
Okay,
I'm
great.
very
So-
sorry, but I've lost your vest.
You feel Sly let go for a minute, and then
Well, it's not that I lost it, it's that they took it off of me. All my stuff is gone.
no, it's fine. I understand. Let's just move on.
I,
And so I was like holding back tears.
believe me, I was quite upset when
No,
I
it's fine. Like let's just continue on. It's
As soon as you get to the base of the stairs, now you hear that. And what you see, Vistra, because you're the only one who's really looking, is a
I'm
ghastly...
looking, just not at Squally.
You just said I think I'm keeping my eyesight
I
off
think
of
I'm
this.
looking off of
No,
Squally.
you don't get to say I don't
I
say
said
I'm
off
looking
of
away.
Squally.
Yeah, and I'm
I'm not looking
describing.
Is this happening
you're not
next
paying
to Squally?
This. Listen, let me set the thing with Vistra, and then you can focus after that. You can. I will say you will catch a gray, wispy bed of hair that is horrifying from where you are staring away from the naked bird friend. That's what I'll say. Meanwhile, Vistra can fully see, caught in rusted old armor, an old sword, and their gaunt, torn, like weary face, but this terrifying like expression that is just like kind of like reached out and then kind of is pulling itself back in, almost like a Beetlejuice expression kind of thing. Or like no, it's like that Mad Marge thing, like the face kind of pulls out and then going back into itself, receding. You see a figure which you guys have been familiar with, I believe, when you were first coming into these dungeons, at the base of the stairs. Attack Twitch with this effect, but miss. And now it is all of your turn.
Wystera says, "Hello, friend. Is there anything we can do for you?"
Okay, is that your turn?
Yep. I want to know what
Fantastic.
happened.
So you guys are jammed up. Sly, you now turn and fully see this creature right in front of it. Twitch is also going to just tell you, Vistra, be like, this creature tried to take my soul from me.
Oh,
Well, that's
And
not
now,
good.
do you want Twitch to do anything?
well, I'm allowed to talk and not make that my turn, aren't I?
Yeah, but the way that you said that very much was just you taking a pause and holding, and then you're like, then I asked you, is that what you do for your turn? And you said, yep. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
kind of
that's
feel as if,
because you brought it up, but I was in the midst of talking prior to making an action.
but I asked if that's
You
all you
don't
want to do for your turn, so I don't know.
Squally like tugs on Sly and says, "Quick, aim me so I don't hit any of our people."
Is it my turn now, or is Vistra still talking?
I'm still talking. Jesus. I should get it. I don't know.
What do you want, David? What do you think you should get?
I should get a chance to take an action now that I have
Ah,
attempted. Look,
see.
Viscera is attempting to not be jump into action and do something stupid.
You're taking a pause
Fantastic.
first. You're like, "What would you like, sir?"
Exactly. Thinking maybe we have another ally here.
Then you
Clearly that
Giant
is not the
creatures.
case. Now that
A gi-
Twitch has spoken.
Wonderful. So your action is listening to Twitch, receiving this information, so you know you will not do something stupid. Next time, Sly, it's your turn.
All right.
Well, you said eight. You want me to
Just aim me. I'm
aim?
thinking of a fire cannon type thing. Just
Okay, so I was gonna hold Squally out like someone who doesn't know how to hold a baby. Just
perfect.
like
Squally's
arms
gonna cast
outstretched.
fireball on this thing immediately.
Okay.
Wait.
I want to
No,
be
wait,
like
you're
a
not
little
wearing clothes.
fire
Never
cannon.
mind.
What?
I was gonna say I was gonna hold you with one hand up, but there's nothing to hold you by. I'm not gonna just
I
grab
don't have
onto.
any clothes. You have to kind of hold
Yeah,
me
that's what I realized. That's why I didn't.
under my
So
wings.
yeah, you're like
Just like catch fireball. Eh. Yeah, I want to cast fireball at this thing.
Fireball. You have fireball?
Sorry, not fireball, firebolt. Sorry. Sorry. My other character has fireball. My apologies.
Wait, you have firebolt?
just
Where did you get firebolt?
I've had firebolt for a while. I used
gonna
it
say,
like 4
when
sessions
did
ago.
Squally become awesome?
I got it when I got my last feat.
Oh, what? And
I
that
was
feat
using
was.
it I've already used it a bunch.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention.
Okay, well, I cast
The
firebolt
DM just said he doesn't pay attention to you.
and it's a 17. Does that hit?
That is gonna hit. I thought it was like Sacred Flame that you had.
I also have that.
Oh, okay, so cool.
8 damage, please. Fire damage.
Did you roll 2 dice? Because as a higher level spellcaster, you will be able to roll 2 damage dice with a higher level cantrip.
I
Actually,
didn't.
let me just check and see. Let me help you with the spell that I didn't realize you had.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, so at fifth level you can roll 2d10. At 11th level you can roll 3, but you
I
are
see that now.
only.
That'll be 16 damage, please. Fire.
Shoo, that's fun. 16 damage on this creature.
Yeah, fire if it helps.
Ooh.
And then
That what? Okay. Brilliant. That's great. A giant bead of flame, and now, like for a brief second, you guys see this like horrifying face, and the firebolt shoots through its chest. Okay, fantastic. Um, let's see. Okay, that's your action, Squally. Do you want to do a bonus action?
uh at the moment, no. Maybe ask Sly to put me down. and then I'm gonna hide behind him. Not hide, but like stand beside him.
Perfect. There's not a lot of room in this
Ooh.
hallway, so
I'll do
standing
that.
beside is good.
Okay, and then
Or not this hallway, the stairs.
as I do that, can I draw my spear and short sword?
Yes, I'll say in terms of the tightness, Vystera's ahead of you. The spear will probably be a more effective in this case. The short sword will probably not be able to reach.
Okay. I was gonna do
Yeah.
that just because my dual wield feet, but I can just
Yeah. Even
I
though the
can
spear
just do
doesn't have like
the
a reach property, I think it has an extension, so you're gonna be fine.
okay. Well then I'll just pull up my spear then.
Sounds good. And that's it. Nothing else? Okay.
Well, I didn't know
Um, well,
if that took up my turn before.
all you did was hold up and put Squally down. I think that you'd be able
Yeah,
to
so how
actually.
what's the look of this hallway cavern we're in? Like
Well,
what's
you are Vistara's feet right now are at the base of the stairs, which are in water. You guys have been down this hallway before. You are just behind Vistara right now at the kind of like tighter end of this thing, and you are looking basically over Vistara's shoulder into this corridor that is filled with water. This is essentially the room of the dungeons that you've been in before. But right in front of you is this undead creature.
hmm. Does Sly do something kind of stupid? That's the real question. How far ahead is it?
In terms of this thing between you, it's like 5 feet basically. You are having to probably get like pushed through Vistra to get to it right next to you, but you also are
Well,
just right behind it. It's not really far at all.
well, I'll just run up the wall and on the ceiling behind it, and then
Oh,
attack.
hell yeah. Boop, boop, boop,
Cool.
boop, boop. Fantastic. Let me check something quickly. Um, right, gonna run up, go up behind it. Okay, I need you to make an Arcana check for me. Or no, I need you to make a history check for me, please. This is a basic intelligence thing. Yeah.
Ruh-roh. I got a 2, but my intelligence is -1, so that's a dirty 1.
Fantastic. So you're like, I'm gonna run up on this thing and I'm gonna freaking do a cool thing. Boo, boo, boo. And you jump and you land in the water, and all of a sudden, a torrent of water goes up and Sly disappears completely as he has fallen himself onto one of the arcane traps that teleports him. And I am gonna roll randomly for you, Sly, or you're gonna roll for yourself.
Cool. What do I roll in?
I will tell you in a second.
Was there any chance that I could have tried to hold on to him, or would he was
You said that you wanted him to put you down, so you are down on the ground
no,
at
no,
this
I
moment.
understand that, but I was still standing next to him, holding to him. Can I try to continue to hold on to him?
Hold on to Sly.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a just make a sleight of hand check for this. Yeah, sure.
It's probably gonna fail, but
Let's just
well,
see.
or it could be a 26.
Great. Yeah. So
And
all of a
I just
sudden,
rolled a d20 and I have
all
plus
of a
6.
sudden,
Both of you.
Squally and Sly completely disappear
I
in an
knew it!
instant because they both landed in this spot, which is
Yeah.
amazing. I want, you know
Great.
what? I think, you know what? Should I I'll let you guys stay in the same spot. I want you both to roll d8s for me. Squally's the first one and Sly is the second one. I just want to know what options I have here. I'm going to give myself some fun options.
6.
5.
6. Good to know. And 5. Thank you very much. With this, Eren, I want you to take your turn, and I'm going to know exactly where you're at. There. Okay, fantastic.
I didn't see any of this, did I?
No.
Nope. You just get water splashed on your face all of a sudden, like, ah.
Hey,
Does
Viscera, what's
Kari have
happening?
dark vision?
Oh dear.
Does Kari have dark vision?
No, she's a human.
Kari is a
Yeah,
human.
that's what I thought. I just wanted to check.
Kari is a human.
See, Wystera, what's happening?
Well, it's hard to tell, but I believe the two of us have just disappeared.
What?
Yeah. Squally and Sly have just disappeared. I'm not sure why.
Where did they go? Can we go after them?
At the moment, I think we are going to have to deal with this creature, which is directly in front of us. I will point.
Creature?
Yes. You hear that come from it.
I point Eren
Perfect.
towards the creature. Just
That's a good action.
Do
roll-
something.
Still can't see.
do
Is it
something.
right in front of me?
Is it 10 feet, I'd say? Is it 10?
Oh, it's right next to you, Vystra. It's right in
Oh,
front
it's-
of your face.
Oh, well, okay,
I just
yeah,
start
but
swinging.
Just put him in front of him like a shield.
Yeah.
Rage, Eren,
But-
rage.
okay,
Eren.
wait a minute. If you're adjacent, wouldn't even someone without dark vision see it?
No, not at all.
All right.
That's not
I'm in
how
the
this
dark.
works.
No.
He's in
If it's in the
pitch
dark,
black.
can you
His
see
eyes
right
have
in
not
front of you?
adjusted. His eyes have
All
not
right.
adjusted.
Yes, it is right in front of you. Do
Where's my
something.
damn dice?
So this is an attack with disadvantage because of the darkness.
I know.
This is so chaotic. I love
Do we
it.
know whether this is magical darkness or just regular darkness? Did you say?
You have not spent any actions
is
to do any sort of
advanced
checks or anything.
darkness.
All right.
Regular magical darkness.
This is advanced darkness.
The darkest of
Isn't all
dark.
darkness kind of magical,
That's,
The fact
though?
that
That's a-
Does a
that's a-
13 hit?
That's a much
that
deeper
is
question.
a statement for that my coach would love. Isn't all darkness magical? He would love that you said that. And no, a 13 does not hit.
Oh, I guess I can try again. I'm just swinging wildly.
Do you want to make it Wekwis?
Wekwis swings.
Make it a
I could
straight
make it
wall.
Wekwis.
Make it a straight wall.
Sure, it's Wekwis.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Wekwis!
Jeez, I can't stop laughing.
I don't get rage.
Get it together, DM.
Wekwis.
Lock
Sorry.
in.
5 damage.
So Aaron gets pointed by Vistra, not picked up, but
I
on the
hit
ground,
something.
and just whoa, 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 with one hand, just whoa, 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 and you hear something, and then
Nail him right in the crotch.
"Ugh."
Does the thing have a crotch? Can he get canned?
A great
Whoopoo,
Right in the
right in the
crotch.
groin.
Vystera aims
Uh,
him at the groin.
Hit
I
him
mean,
in
it's
the
probably
balls.
somewhat eye level if I'm just going like this.
Hit her in the balls.
Just hit him in the berries. Go, Eren.
I don't know where they are.
You hear a voice right in front of your face. Aaron just breathed cold, dead, like just like decay on you, and you just hear, "You hit me,
Oh.
then." Kari is
Brush your
gonna
teeth. Oh,
is gonna come down and
Lord.
try to like extend and try to stab into this thing. That hits. That also hits. And then Kari with the back end of the back end of the spear it's too tight. It can't get there. That's actually really good damage. It's not magical though, so it's halved. That is it's 5, and then that's 4. So yeah, that's not bad. That's or not 4. It's 2. So 5 and 2 goes to 5 and 2. What's 5 and 2? 5 and 2 is 7. That's the fun math song, everybody. Okay, so that is everybody. Twitch has a turn as well.
Go.
Vistra, Twitch has a turn.
I'm working on it.
Thank you. I need to hear audible confirmations because I cannot see what's going on sometimes.
pages here. Okay. All right. 15 to hit.
15 to hit. That just hits.
Oh, baby. Way to go, Twitch. And I have it right here. And, 1d4, 1d4, 1d4. Come on. There we go. That is a nicely done, Twitch. 4 plus 3, 7 damage. A regular piercing, 7 piercing.
7 piercing regular, thank you.
And then
And I have to make a con save for the psychic.
yes, your poison.
That's a natural 1. No, it's psychic. We changed it.
So poison isn't poison, it's psychic?
It's psychic for Twitch because Twitch is a shadow fiend.
Okay. Psychic damage, 3d6 plus 3, I have written down.
3d6, yeah.
Yep. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
13. Okay. As Twitch stabs this creature right into the neck, all of a sudden you see its head start to swell and starts to split, and decay begins to like pulse and spew out of its face. It is still standing up. At this point, we go to Sly and Squally. The two of you are in a single cell. The only person that can really see anything here is Sly. Sly, you notice that where you are right now is a completely bare dungeon cell. But there's the main door, and then on the wall, you see there's a giant kind of like metal thing also. It's like a large metal panel. And that is it. This creature is going to take its sword out and is going to attack. Well, it's gonna swing, and I think it's going. Does it have? Yeah, it's got dark vision. It's good. It's going to attack Eren and Twitch. Eren, that's a natural 1. Twitch, that is a 10, which misses. So it tries to stab out and slash out. Wystera, it's back at your turn here.
All right. Well, I saw what Kari did. So, as a bonus action, I create the sliver and I bring out my sword of Murado.
Sounds good?
And I attack with it. So
Sounds good.
I just have to change this because I took off my ring. So 20 to hit.
Hits.
Yep. And
What do you, we'll get to that at the break. I want to know about that note. I'm just going to write a note for that, but continue.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that right. Just paying attention. There it is. 14 damage. And it's a male, I believe.
It's not a gendered creature. It's
Oh,
an
it's not a
undead creature. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it's
14 straight.
basically, yeah.
14.
You stab the sword in, and the second you puncture through its chest, the shadow energy that has created this being begins to be absorbed into the sword, and it just completely crumbles to the ground and falls into a pile of sludge into the water, and it's dead.
And Vistra says, well, that's cool. Does Vistra feel anything from this absorption?
No, it's just that the creature has now been slain. That's it.
Okay.
You do feel with the sword, you do hear this utterance is like, continue. Continue to bring more beings from the shadow world into me. And soon we will be able to grow greater, stronger in our energy.
Vistra's like, thumbs up.
Fantastic. So that happens. Kari's like, okay, can't see shit. Eren, you can't see shit.
I can't
Okay.
see shit.
Eren
Sly,
shakes his head.
Sly, can you see shit? Where's Sly?
Can we?
Over here.
No, well, you guys can't hear anything.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we can't hear them? Oh,
You guys
okay.
can't hear them.
Well, then why would you ask me?
Sly, can you hear? Where's Sly? Oh, Sly, Sly, and start hearing now. You start hearing calls from farther down.
We
So
can.
like Sly reaches. Is it like we're in one of the cells? So Sly's gonna like right. We're in one of the cells.
Yep, you are in one of the cells.
Okay, Sly's gonna take out his short sword and start like banging the rails.
It's not
Banging.
rails. It's like a full solid door. So it's a full like
Oh,
that kind of a cell, not a bar cell, but yeah.
so wait, it's like what kind of door is it? Is it like a metal door or a wooden cell
It
door?
is a large, heavy door that is essentially sealed you in to this room. The door itself, I believe, is made of like hardwood with a metal. There we go. Yeah, each of the cells in terms of their actual construction. I'm just gonna look at the specifics. Oh, oh, Liam's wrong. Liam is incorrect on that. Wait a second. Am I? This is strange. No, there's blocked iron bars across those doors, and then a hinged door made with a one rods with the horizontal bars. Each door is fitted iron lock character using this. Huh. Sorry, I'm just reading this whole thing, and I'm just trying to get my brain into it. Okay, yeah, it is actually. Okay, I was always picturing that these doors are like actually closed off as opposed to like barred, but apparently it says that they are barred. The way that we structured it has been that they are completely closed off though, so we're gonna keep that. They're not bars,
Oh,
it is a closed heavy wooden door. There is like a little window that has slitted bars on that, but it's like open from the outside. So it's basically like you are closed in on this particular space. Yeah.
okay.
You were making some noise though.
Well, we hear that I'm yelling.
Well, you can hear, yeah, you can hear them yelling from the other side of the door. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll take like the hilt of my dagger and start banging on the metal frame
With the
thing.
sound that he's making, I'm gonna mimic it to try to with using mimicry to see if I can make it
Nice.
loud.
Oh, fantastic. You guys can hear that sound coming from the corridor down on the right side of this dungeon chamber. There's the left and the right. You hear it on the right side.
Okay, well, Vistra says grab on, and she puts her hand out to make sure that Eren and Kari can find her.
All right. Kari's
And
gonna do
we head
that.
towards.
Okay, I need you to make a this is gonna be a history check for yourself to make sure you don't trip up on these dungeon traps.
There. That is 17.
Okay. Maneuvering over and keeping a watch over all of the warded spots, you are able to make your way down into that cell, no issue, right outside of the far end door of the hallway. It's basically at the farthest end of this it's on the farthest right side of this right side dungeon hallway. So you get there. On the other side, yeah, the door is shut, closed. Sly and Squally, you are caught in this cell.
Can Vistra tell whether the door opens in towards the cell or opens out towards her?
It would open outwards towards you.
Damn it. All right. Um, well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Hmm. Does it? That's a stupid question. Doorknob 2x4 across it. Anything latch?
There's a large lock on the outside of the door itself. It's like a pulled handle thing, but the lock has cinched it from actually being able to move off of it.
Okay.
This is a heavy wooden door. Um,
So like a padlock?
it's a big it's in a big iron lock. Yeah. For this particular one, it is essentially it's a large iron lock. So.
Okay.
Not a padlock though. It's like the actual lock mechanism into the actual door itself, where it's like it can be pulled, but inside there's an actual oh, like what is the actual like deadbolt essentially that has locked inside of it.
Okay. Um, all right. Well, Wystera is going to attempt to Eldritch Blast the lock.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack on that lock then.
So Wystera calls out, "Look out, I am attempting to open, well, actually blast this lock. Heads up." And Wystera makes an attack roll on this. That would be 25.
I guess we'll step back.
25. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Where are you? There you go. Come
So I will
on.
kind of like pull Squally into the corner and have his back to the door.
10 damage.
Okay, so you pull back, and that absorbed shadow energy begins to crackle in your fingertips, and you send it off, and immediately it strikes so hard on the door. There is a splash of sparks as the entire, like, there's a hole that punches through the door lock and through the deadbolt, severing the connection. And essentially, the door is just immediately able to open because the lock itself has been separated. So that impact, that precise shot, cuts through the door, and you're able to just immediately open the door, no issue.
Noise.
Bless you. I could have sworn you were going to say, and takes out Squally. All right. Wystera walks up and pushes the door open a bit more and says, "Hello, everybody all right?"
Does anyone have a torch?
I
Yeah.
guess you are. Okay. So
Kari's got 4 of them.
I have 2, but if Kari has 4, that Kari could probably light one.
So Wystera immediately turns around and is watching for anything else to
Okay, you're gonna watch there. Kari is gonna light one torch. Who's taking it? She can't carry it.
Just Sly
I
can
have
hold it.
one arm. I'd like it to not be occupied with the torch.
Sly will hold it.
Sly will carry it. Okay, Sly is carrying the light source. Yes, Squally.
Sorry, I know I said I was naked and I took off those robes, but I still want to keep my weapon and stuff. I would have tried to have kept all that, just by the by.
So do you want to keep like do you want to
I'm
keep like
confused if the robes were like
Just butt
They
ass
don't-
naked holding a
the
weapon.
the
like, 'cause
robes are
I
fashioned
had
over your body and like they have a little cinch string across. Like that's kind of it. They
Okay,
don't
'cause
have well,
I
they also
had
have yet one of those like like those pasture kind of like things, like one of those features that go alongside. No, you know what those are. I
Stole?
forget what they're called. Skull, yeah, it has
Yes,
one of those
a
as well.
stole.
A stole, yeah.
okay, I took those off, but I
Thanks, Squall.
stuffed like the money in my pockets and like I have my bolts and stuff. Am I able to keep my pocket? Like, did I have pants then? I think I misunderstood what I was wearing. Because I did establish that I put
You're
all the stuff in my pockets.
So I don't know. Okay, so this is going back on the naked thing. I don't know how many of you guys have been to a church service, but the pastor doesn't completely disclothe themselves when they put the robes on
Yeah,
to
I'm like,
perform
that
the
was more of a
ceremony.
Squally's
Yeah,
personal
I
choice
just
to go
wanted
fully
to
commando
clarify
under
because
everything.
So
that's my mistake. I misunderstood what I was wearing. So I am wearing something underneath that has pockets and I have my weapon and stuff.
I just love so much how it's like the retconning of choices.
I just needed to
made.
make sure because I forgot. I apologize.
This is literally every improv comedian. I wanted to do something funny, but now it's like it's actually very much detrimental to the
Hey,
fact of me
no,
being
when
able to
I
do something.
disrobed, I thought I was only wearing robes, but I obviously put stuff in my pocket. So me saying I was naked wasn't necessarily the truth
Okay.
Exactly.
because
That's
all I took off was my robe.
so okay. Great. So the robe is off. You have your pockets, you have your weapons with that. You have your little traveler's little gear and all that. It does not provide you any protection or whatsoever, but you have that. Great. That is now established.
Thank you.
And now what do you need? What else of that information do you need? Or is that it? You just need to be like, hey, do I have my crossbow still?
Yeah, that was basically the thing I
Yeah.
really needed. And my money, because I put that platinum
Yeah.
piece in
And
the
your mace.
key.
Yeah.
And when I was at the door, I realized, oh, I have a key. And I thought maybe I could use it, but then I realized that I said I was naked. So I was like, well, where's the key?
Tucked under
hmm
you.
Tucked under what, Dad?
Tucked under a feather.
It's like the
So
Pixar
this
birds. Fantastic.
Nice save,
exactly.
David.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice save, David. Nice save.
Well saved.
Exactly.
Good
Uh,
job.
so at this point, Vistra turns to Eren. Do you are we close?
I don't know. Um, what I I look at the map.
Yeah.
Vistra
Also,
looks at it too.
Well, in terms of the map direction, how it's just like drawn is that, and how you guys remember is that because you guys have walked this route before, you walked the route and were making your way through the brazier room. And then there was a set of stairs that you were guys were going up before. And that set of staircase, you guys were going to keep going the route that you went, but you were interrupted because Strahd had attacked Squally. So you guys know where you're at. You need have a few more
Okay.
chambers to go through.
Okay. I wasn't sure if the detour into the room that the two of them were trapped had fucked us up or not. It hasn't. Okay. All right. Well, then we'll continue on, I think.
All right. So leaving out Vistra, you leading the group, again, knowing where the traps are, you guys
Yep.
all make your way into the main torture chamber. From here, you guys are able to pick yourselves up and be able to go up onto the audience ledge, and you make your way to the brazier room. As you go to the room, I need someone to roll a d20 for me.
I'll do it.
All right, Squally.
2.
Got it. You open up the doors, and as you enter in, the white light of the brazier is flickering, but this room is a dark, like color in terms of its overall space. It's like the brazier itself with its light, like tiny white flame, is only illuminating a little bit, but the two horse statues that are on the side, like the two knights mounted on the horses, give this ominous shade of shadow. You can see the three doors in front of you, and there is the one in the middle that you guys know is the route to take. Do you want to go through any of the other doors, or do you simply go and continue on your way, passing through the brazier room?
I think Vistra would not randomly check other doors at this point. How does everyone else?
let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk underneath and around, you walk around the brazier, passing underneath this hourglass that stands above it. You open up the middle door and you begin to go up the stairs. As you go up the stairs, you can see here there is a tunnel. Right in front of you, you can see that this tunnel itself extends far, far, far ahead of you. Farther than the light illuminates for the torch. So you cannot fully see where you are going, but there is a path to take.
I send Twitch ahead again.
Okay. Twitch is going to fly up ahead, which goes out beyond the torchlight. And Twitch returns in about 30 seconds. And Twitch says in the twisted shadow voice, "Ahead, there is a stone that blocks the path."
I give Twitch a little scratch on her head.
No reaction really from her except for moving with it.
Yep. I tell the group that there's apparently a big stone rock blocking the path. Ask everyone if they want to check it out anyway. Maybe
Yeah,
always come back and check one of the other doors if it doesn't work out.
let's go check.
All right.
Okay. Who's gonna be walking in front of the group here? Just so I know.
I think it's still Wystera,
All right.
unless
So
Eren has come forward with the. Oh no, you don't have the torch, so yeah, I think it's still Wystera.
okay. Just make a perception check for me, Vistra, as you are making your way down to see ahead in this tunnel.
Thank you. 21.
Right. Vistra, you leading up the group, uh, begin to kind of scrunch down in this tunnel. The only person who doesn't really need to scrunch down is Eren. Even Squally, you have to kind of get down as you are passing by rock that is not familiar to the rest of the castle. This is like old rock. This is like the pillar stone of the actual mountain that this castle stands on. As you get about halfway, Vistra, you stop the group for a second because you notice there's a portion of this here ground that has a strange little notch of elevation. And you can catch very subtly that there's like a line that kind of you feel like a little bit of airflow. And it seems as if you were to step onto this one portion without taking your time to clear it over, you could potentially trigger something, but you
Yeah.
don't know what.
Well, I stop everyone and say, folks, I believe there is a trap right here. And I grab the torch for a moment from Sly and point it out to everybody. I don't think we go farther here. This looks like a trap and God knows what it could do.
Vistra, I'll say with your dark vision, you can see up ahead, you can see the end of the corridor, and there is a large, like kind of like marble shaped slab, about, I believe it's about 60 feet ahead of you, that is set up enclosing this tunnel.
Huh.
Um, but
And the torch back. What do you think?
Where else are we gonna go then?
Well, the only thing we could do is head back to the Brazier room and attempt one of the other doors. Or one of us jumps ahead and sees what this does.
I mean, I could climb around it.
Hmm.
Like, how big is this tripwire trap thing?
Vistra, looking at it, you can see that this is basically just like a 5 foot portion of the ground itself. Like it's just like a 5 foot tile space. You clear that, and it's not going to affect anybody else. So it's like that's it.
5 foot. Is Sly able to like can Sly clear 5 feet and or carry us along a wall? Are you able to do that?
My ability right now, unless I change it on my next rest, is I can climb terrains without making an athletics check with my normal movement. Um, I don't know, DM, that's a call on you on how to. Here, let me just pull up what it says I can do. On carrying people, if I'm moving, like if I'm on the roof and like swinging them across, um, I gain climbing speed equal to my walking speed and can
Mhm.
climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
Yeah, you would be able to go into this space without really a lot of hesitation, and it's just a matter of like going slow. So it would be like half your speed in a practical term, but you can do it. And you just like, take your time to get over it, and you take your time with everybody else. Probably the hardest, well, no, Kari is actually pretty easy because she's got mithril armor. The most difficult person to get across would probably be Vistra, in terms of like size wise, but everybody else can get there and across with ease. You absolutely carry everybody over. Just takes time.
I
Alrighty.
let's do it.
Alrighty.
Okay. So with slide acting, you sink your claws into this hard stone, and it takes you time to feel your hands like going across it as you go along the side of the wall and on the ceiling just of this tunnel. But you're able to take everyone going across very carefully, bringing them all to safety as you eventually all get to the other end of the tunnel and can continue your way without any issues. But as you continue on, you get to the end and you meet this kind of like white marble end that does not match the full like tone of the rock itself, but it's blocking the way.
Vistra knocks on it to attempt to kind of feel slash hear how thick it is.
Okay. You do not have full proficiency when it comes to stone, but you can make a nature check.
Okay. 9.
That's some thick ass rock. And it's solid. Like it's a solid rock. Like you hear it. It's not of this, so it is definitely a foreign thing, but as far as you can tell, you can't tell the thickness. You don't know.
Okay. All right.
You know who would? Mountain dwarves with stone cunning. Anyway, continue.
Oh,
I'm just telling people how you anyway, that's a joke from way back when I saw Matt Mercer's what is it? Uh handbooker helper or whatever it was,
yeah.
where he made a joke about the dwarfs, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Anyway,
Um, I turn around and say, "This is pretty damn thick." Um, do you think I should try blasting our way through it, or would that be stupid, especially given that we are in a tunnel? I look back at everybody. Or can anyone tell if there's any, can anyone tell if it's magic or if there's something we can do here? I kind of look at Kari and Squally.
or it's like I don't have anything that can detect magic. I mean, as far as I know, it's not your blast isn't fire, so it's not gonna like kill us if we all have like go in it. We're not gonna get smoked out.
Well, no, I was just thinking with force. I didn't want to collapse this tunnel we're in. That's all.
That's a good point.
Squally?
I feel like it's marble and force will do.
Well,
There anything, Aaron, about the chamber this is in that you learned?
Like from the map?
Well, from the person you found out about it from the accountant?
I don't think so. I think he just drew me the map and said, "Go here. There's a thing."
He didn't give you any warnings or any tips?
He warned me about nimble knobs, but not about big rock.
I feel then since there wasn't any big disclaimers, we can just blast it.
all right. Everybody get back a little bit and uh this could be the end of the entire campaign. All right,
Yep.
Vistara is gonna Eldritch blast this thing and see what happens.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Vistra also suggests that everyone else gets to the side so that they're not directly in front of the attempt to blast. Uh, 17 to hit.
That is going to just hit it.
Eight damage.
Okay. You hit the center of this stone. Unfortunately, the amount of force that you've hit on with the Eldritch Blast is not enough to fully crack the stone. You do make a contact with it, and it looks like it was effective, like in terms of hitting it, but it was not enough damage to actually cause a crack or cause
Okay.
any significant uh, progression
Okay.
forward through it.
Nothing from the rest of the tunnel that is surrounding us.
Nothing at the moment.
Okay, I'll
Mhm.
try my second. 17 to hit.
That's exactly what you need again.
And that is a 9 plus 5, so 14 damage this time.
14. You make contact with it and you feel the force damage hit, and it looks as if something is about to develop, but it is not. It's closer though. I will let you know in order for you to punch through this thing, you will need to get consecutive hits with 15 points of damage every single time you do a force blast, which means that you got to roll a 10 on your damage dice. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
Okay, fair.
Because the damage threshold for this is 15.
Okay, fair. And several iterations of that, you're saying.
Yeah, you're going to need a couple whacks each time to get it.
Okay. And you're allowing me to just keep at it?
I'm saying if you want to keep at it, but it's going to take time, and we might see what's going to happen with time. So,
Okay. I think Vistra would I think Vistra, I mean, not as specific as the DM just said, but Vistra would have a pretty clear idea that this is going to take a while.
yeah.
She knows her blast. So, okay, Vistra turns around and tells the group that this can be done, but it could take a while. What do you think? Should we keep going? Or should we try to go back? Find another way. It seems, Vistra says, it seems odd that something like this would be in the way of where we are trying to go. You'd think it would be on the map, or not. What do you think, Eren?
I mean, maybe it wasn't there before the last time he was here.
That's possible. I look at Kari again. Keep going or stop?
Well, like It's just I'm holding what I thought. I'm holding my thoughts for myself. I really am. Yeah, I got nothing to say. I really got nothing to say.
I look
You
over
can
at
tell Kari's frustrated right now.
okay. I look over at Sly.
It's either they're either hiding something very important very well, or it's a dead end.
Okay. Vister's
Like
like, hey,
I think it's a 50-50 chance either it's crazy important or it's crazy nothing.
sounds good to me, and
But
Vistra takes another attack roll.
Sounds good.
This is hilarious. That's another 8. 17 to hit.
That hits exactly.
7 plus 5, 12.
Not enough for you to punch through.
Nope. 16.
Nope. You shoot the beam and it just like ricochets and hits off. Nothing.
Crap. One more. 26 to hit.
That hits.
11.
Nope. It bounces off this time, but it was absorbed by the actual shot. You notice as you missed, it hits, but it also spirals off and hits into the actual tunnel itself. Nothing causes, just some dust, but that's kind of it.
One more.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, Vistra's going to take her last shot. Yeah, fuck that. Yep, 9 to hit.
It scrapes across the side of the tunnel once again. More dust, but nothing.
Vistra turns around. She's like, "Ugh, I don't think so." Unless you want me to keep going. This could be.
Eren, what did this guy say this was? What did he say it was? Exactly. They were finding.
What did he say? He said he said it's an icon that can be used to help what we're doing.
Okay. So let's I don't I don't know. Like if it's worth it, then let's like actually just go for it, or let's try something different than just shooting something about like at it. Like what else can we do? Like
Well, can we move it? I don't know if that's possible.
I don't know. Squally, I want you to roll a d20 for me.
Oh, 15.
Okay. I mean, if one of you guys want to try doing that, then do it. I just
Sly's gonna walk up and
Try.
just
If me and
try
Sly can
pushing it
try
away.
together to push it, I don't know.
sounds good. Go ahead and make an athletics check, Sly.
Is Aaron also doing this or no? You're just
I'm helping. I don't know if that's
Then yeah,
it's just advantage or if we're both rolling.
it's an advantage roll. Yeah.
Okay.
yep. That is a 23.
23. Yeah. You place your hands up on it, and both of you, easy. You feel yourselves moving and shoving the marble as it comes out of place of wherever it is, and it falls down, like to a point where it's like you can see it like moving, and it's like about to teeter over. If you want it to, you guys have more control over this thing than intended. So, like, yeah, do you guys want this thing to like just fall right over?
Uh, I'll say, do we want to just
Mm.
push this right over? Like
Five,
kind of to
four,
everybody?
three, two.
No.
Okay, and you catch the top of it as it's like kind of like 45-degree angle, like up across, and Sly. with your dark vision, you can see ahead of you is a massive chamber filled with large standing pillars, or not even just pillars, but large sections of rock that kind of reach up into the ceiling. Let me just take a quick look here.
Wystera had face palmed the instant that they moved it out of the way easily. Just
The
for
ceiling ahead of this thing is 20 feet high. And
Oh, wow.
Sly, in this entire space, you notice at the side of this thing first, we'll get to the side of it. You can read that there is a plaque that is set on the edge of this particular set. You don't know exactly what it is, but you look at this plaque on the side as you're holding this up and you can read, "Herein lie the ones who walk the path of pain and torment." And you look before you ahead, and there are dozens standing sections of rock going up that lead higher and higher into the ceiling. And every single one of them has marble slabs like this and plaques. And you look up above you, and you can see on the ceiling are hundreds or thousands of bats that are all hanging upside down, not reacting yet.
And what did the plaque say again? Here lie what?
Herein lie the ones who walk the path of pain and torment.
Um, can I see anywhere what this icon thing might be
You're gonna
that
need to
Aaron was talking
move.
about?
You're gonna need to move and get out of this
Okay.
actual thing. You're gonna have to adjust, move the full slab over, and get into the room before you can even look at the map.
Okay. I'm going to uh, stabilize this beam that I have and try and like just keep it so like the path is open, but this thing is
Yep.
stable.
You slide
I'm
the
not gonna,
slab, the marble
yeah.
slab. This thing's 3 inches thick, and you slide it off to the side. It's up on the wall.
Is there a hallway or corridor leading to the chamber, or is it just like I take a step and I'm in the
You
chamber?
take a step, and you are in this massive, like almost like 200 foot, like long chamber. It's massive in here.
Okay, can slide check for any kind of trap or something leading in, like right in front on
Make
the
an
path in the
investigation
door.
check right at your feet. Yeah.
Right. Oh, fuck. 4.
Nothing right at your feet. Ugh.
I don't know about this.
Um, okay. Sly's gonna just relay what he says, what he saw to everyone. Just be like, uh, so there's like a shit ton of bats in there, and like
Mr.
I think they're all coffins full of vampires, and like
If
I
these
don't
bats
know.
if these bats attack us, we are done for. I do not think we go in here. I think we close
I'm
the door
more
and go back.
I'm more worried about all those guys in the behind the slabs. How many
Yeah,
of these marble slabs are there? about?
With your with your little investigation thing, you don't see the full number, but there's dozens of these things standing up, like full pillars. Like these things are like almost like 10 by 10 things that stand up and go up 20 feet. Like these are large standing like catacombs. Like these are crypts
Oh,
actually, not catacombs. There's crypts. So these are full on crypts. These aren't coffins. These are
yep.
monumental crypts.
So there's even more, possibly more vampires than I thought. Okay.
Maybe we should go.
Don't do it.
But what are we looking for here again? Like, what is this supposed to be?
Not this.
Do you
If
think
I look at the
it's
map,
a trap?
is there anything in reference to like going through, getting to this chamber, and then is it beyond this?
The map in particular leads to it points in one particular spot, and it's like one
Yeah.
spot with an X, and it's like that one, and then it says Nimble Knobs on it, basically. Yeah.
And is that beyond where we are? Like, can I tell
It's
that?
in this chamber. It's in
It's
this chamber.
in here.
Yes.
Well, we're here.
It's just like, oh, you've got to be kidding.
So it was a trap?
Look, Vistra, if you don't want to go in here, you can give us like some kind of cover, but right now I feel like we should go in and like quickly, as fast as we can, go in, find whatever this is and get out. Like, I think that's probably the best thing.
The
I don't
first,
think it's a
the-
trap. I think I think
Trap.
that the icon is in here.
all right, but the first sign of those bats moving,
They're bats. We can
That
just
there's
squash them.
vampires?
okay.
Do
How
we know
about
if there's things in the crypts or is it just crypts?
You want to find out?
your X-ray vision?
How are we supposed to? How are we supposed to find that out? Either we open one and there's nothing there, or we open
Oh,
it and we wake something, or something jumps out of them.
I
Well,
don't
we
like
don't
this.
open them and we just look around.
All right, look around, but Sly, you stay by the door and be ready to
I
close it.
don't trust that.
Guys, I don't necessarily trust this either, but I have an idea. Just let me look up my things
Can't
for
just
a
come
second.
all this way and not even
Don't
look.
wake
you
up
would
the
go-
bat.
Then you and Kari go in.
I will.
Okay, what are we arguing about
Guys,
then?
1 second, 1 second. Let me look something up really fast. I can't find it. Just 2 seconds. Hang on.
I'm just glad that Sly caught the beam.
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that fell
Yeah.
and woke those bats.
There we go.
Well,
Okay.
you fight everything. You're afraid of bats.
I'm not afraid of the bats. I'm
Seriously?
afraid of what might be in the
Okay.
crypt. We almost
I
died to
would
16
like-
wolves. There's thousands of bats.
Now, the problem with me
These
using
wolves
this is I
aren't
can't.
flying.
Are you done?
It's like here. It's like do the math, guys. It's like it is like 17 times 100 bats in here.
There's
Like
That's
It's
a
still-
bigger deal than anything that's in the crypt. Sly.
It's still dark, yes?
yes, it is still
Yes.
dark, but except for your guys' torch.
Okay, because I
Move
have a
that.
thing.
Move that.
I have a thing called Cloak of Shadows as one of my channel divinities. But the problem with me using it is I turn invisible until I'm attacked. But I would need to be able to see to find the icon.
Huh.
Hmm.
I think Liam is trying to help
And
here.
you can't shadow the flame of the torch, can you?
Can I?
Yeah, does it whatever you're holding, does it shadow that?
Can I shadow? Which is a Cloak of Shadow.
It says, as an action, you become invisible until the end of your next turn. So that is 6 seconds of invisibility.
That's not right. It's Cloak of Shadows as a trickery domain, channel divinity. It's not an action.
Yeah. As an
It could,
action, yeah.
where
You
do you
use
see
your
it? I'm literally
you
reading it.
yeah, you use your channel divinity, which is like it's a channel divinity is an action.
It's not 6 seconds.
Yes, it is because it says as an action, you become invisible until the end of your next turn.
Oh, that's so
And
sad.
turns in terms of D&D are listed as 6 seconds
Yeah.
increments.
Oh, you're right. I was looking at something else, I guess. Yeah, okay, never mind.
It's good as a quick getaway thing, but yeah, it's
I see. I see.
If everybody else thinks we shouldn't go in, I won't go in, but I think we're making a mistake if we don't. We
Then,
need everything we can possibly have to beat Strahd.
okay, all right.
Mister, look what Rodden did to you. He's just Strahd's crony.
Okay, okay, all right. But just somebody I'm gonna keep an eye on those bats.
please do.
All right. So,
I'm going to very gingerly start walking into the chamber.
Ginger.
Gingerly.
Okay.
Like Big Panther style.
Do-do. Do-do.
So you're gonna start going in. Who else is going in?
I'm not.
Don't think Sly is.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Sly has agreed to stay right by the door in case we
I
need
think
to.
it's just you, Aaron.
Is Kari coming?
Yeah, Sly's not going by that door.
Kari's
Sly's staying
coming
by
and
the door.
she's gonna take the torch.
Oh,
That you
maybe
guys
don't take the
have.
torch. Oh, but
She's
there's
got to. None of them
no.
can see. She fucking smacks you, Squally, and she's like, Squally, we can't see if we don't take the
Hey,
torch.
then someone else needs to go because what if the light of the torch awakens the
Then
freaking.
take this torch. She's gonna give you a second torch because she's got 4 of them.
Oh, that's not what
She's
I
got 3
mean.
of
I
them.
don't want a torch. I want someone with dark vision to go with you.
Well, then
Vistra
it's
says,
Vistra or Sly,
yeah,
and Sly has vehemently said no, and Vistra is being a little like chicken shit right now.
Viscera?
Vistra rolls her eyes and goes, very well. So Vistra heads in with Eren and
All right,
in
you should
turn,
stay.
yeah, Kari stays with, so there's no torch going in here. Vistra is Eren's eyes.
So if something bad happens and one of them goes down, then who's going to take care of them? We have to run through. Like, Squally, you're a healer and so am I. So if they get in trouble, what the fuck do we do then?
Just don't think you should go in with a torch.
Well, then you go in.
I can't see either.
That's not the point. I'm not saying without a torch. I'm saying we need to have someone go to make sure that they are safe when we get there to heal up. That's what I'm saying.
Ah, 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 right. I don't think I can go.
Yeah, I know you can't. So I'm taking the
Okay,
torch with me. Take this other torch, light it, and use it for yourselves.
do
Because I
it.
need to see if anybody goes down.
Do it, Vistra says.
I slink
Find
next
out.
to Sly.
Kari's gonna do this, and Kari does this, and she's like, you know what? Fuck it. Because she's looking at the basket. She's like, God damn it. So she's gonna take one of her candles out of her little thing, and she's gonna light the wick, and she's just gonna hold out a candle. So it's a little bit of light right in front of her. She's like, this
That's not
sucks.
terrifying at all, Kari.
I hate this. Shut up. It's just like,
This I'm
Vistra says,
terrified.
fine.
We have to do this.
Vistra says, fine, I will go with you. So we've got someone with dark vision as well.
all right, fine. Vistra is walking with Kari and Eren and a candle being lit with a little bit of light and the torches off at the end. You guys are by the door right there.
Okay.
2 people standing. by the entrance of the tortured few that enter into the catacombs. And you guys are all beginning to make your way through it. We're going to take a little break.
Break. Yep.
And we'll come right back.
Tippy taps.
Could see
Little
that
tippy
coming.
taps.
It's like
Alrighty. Thanks for joining us again, everybody. Padon's going to be joining us in just a second here. Just need to take care of some stuff. But for right now, we're going to be focusing on Catacombs Walk. So, as you, Kari, Wystera, and Eren are walking through this massive chamber of crypts, I want Wystera to you can decide here. If you are just simply passively going through, you are welcome to not look at anything else and just go directly in the way of the actual path to getting to the actual crypt itself.
yeah.
You can also decide to actually look around and see what is around you by making an active perception check. And this would be you actually seeking and looking around. Now, what this will do is basically hinder your ability to make reactions to instant things, but you will be able to take in more of your surroundings.
I think Vystra would still do that. So yeah, you said perception?
Yeah, you're the only one that can really do this, given the fact that you're the only one that can see really in this darkness.
Okay. No, I think it's a good idea. That is, what does it mean? That is 21. 17.
21. Okay, let me just count up here. You're going to be able to see a couple of crypt titles here. So the first one that you will see this is the first one that you see. So you walk past a few crypts, just seeing the bats shift underneath, no light being able to shine from them from the candlelight. But you turn the corner and the very first slab you read, it's a few crypts over from the entrance. You notice that there is a giant spiral staircase that leads upwards from the base of the catacombs here. You see it on your right side. But behind you to your left, you read the first names. Here are the first two you see. The one in front of you, you read a name that says Patrina Velikovna. That is Velikovna. And by that name, it says bride.
Okay.
Across from that, you read another. You read another title. This one says wife, with an engraving on this. However, the crypt door is open. And you can see that there is a little bit of fog kind of billowing out through here. But you can see that there is engraving on this actual plaque. On the engraving, it reads, Irina Kolyana, wife.
Okay, I think that Vystra makes the assumption is that that's who was in the wedding party.
Why
So
do you
she-
make
All right.
that was not who was in the wedding party? You shouldn't make that assumption.
Well, that's what is happening right now is Vistra is walking away from you and you are not there to make comment. Fantastic. So Vistra believes that that is the wedding party person. Okay, good to know. Passing by those crypts, you see that that crypt for Irina is open, but you continue to go on. The next couple of ones that you see there, you could probably be able to make out more if you're exploring deeper, but you decide to pass by only the route that takes you to the crypt that is going towards Eren's X marked spot in particular. What you read here is a couple of other names. First one is in a far space all the way away from everybody else. You can see that it says Ivan Ivil, Ivan Ivliskovich, champion of Winter Dog Racing. The race may go to the swift, but vengeance is for losers' relatives.
Ha!
That is what one of the crew says, far away from everything else. Across from there, you read another one that says Stefan Gragorovich, first counselor to King Berov von Zarovich. Farther away from there, you can just catch a glance at another one. It's across from these. These are basically in the same column. And this one reads Intri Sikvalo. He spurred wealth for the knowledge he could take to heaven. And you continue to walk past them. There are two more columns of crypts, and you can read two of them. Or no, you can only read one of them from this position. The one that you read on this column says Perfect Cyril Ramulich, beloved of King Berov and Queen Ravenovia, High Priest of the Most Holy Order.
Perfect or prefect?
High Priest.
Oh, I thought you said perfect, the first word you said.
Oh, oh, sorry, thank you. Prefect. It said,
Prefect, yeah.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. Prefect. On this marble slab, you see that there displays a skeleton draped in. Oh, wait, that's a totally other thing. Nothing's on this one, but
Okay.
maybe there is something. Maybe there is. I don't know.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, Vystera's is feeling that Strahd is obviously very, very, very old. It's the impression she gets from all this.
Hmm. You begin to make an approach now to two final crypts in the low light, but you can read these names finally. What you read here is a crypt that is completely obliterated by the marble slab. It's destroyed. Claw marks have decimated the name and the door itself. So it's all gone. And what you see inside is a marble slab in the center of these crypts. On the marble slab, there is a skeleton draped in rags, and that is all you see.
Mm.
Across from there is a crypt that reads on the marble slab in front of it, Growlmore Nimblenobs, Wizard Ordinaire.
Well, I immediately tap Eren on the shoulder and gesture over to the 8th crypt that I looked at. Thank you.
Sounds good. One thing I'll let you notice too, just beyond you, is that behind this crypt that you can see, there is a larger, well, there's a section that is kind of blocked by portcullis, and you can notice that it begins to go down a set of stairs. I'll just say that you notice that at the side of your vision as you're looking. It's behind this particular crypt. But that's all you really
Behind
see.
this crypt is a set of stairs that goes down.
Behind this crypt is a set of portcullis.
Oh, portcullis.
And then
yeah.
beyond those portcullis, there is a set of stairs that go down. But that's what you notice.
Okay.
Now, we're going to focus on Sly and Squally at this moment, as you two are standing at the entrance. Um, Sly, you can make a perception check. I want Squally to roll a d20 for me, please.
I'm making perception.
Yes.
15.
15, okay.
18.
18 total. From here, Sly, you're not going any deeper, so you aren't able to see much. But what I will say is that out of the corner of your eye, let me just look here. Out of the corner of your eye, you can read the edge of one of these crypts here with an 18. And what it reads is something Lysnia. That's all you can read.
Listening. That sounds.
Do you say anything?
Sly starts kind of like gets squatting on.
Delisnia?
We know Alysnia.
We know a Delisnia. She was the dressmaker.
Oh, right. Um, her name's on one of the placards.
Can you make out any other names?
Can I?
Not from where you're standing. You could if you wanted to go away from the entrance.
No, not really.
Well, Delisnia's in Barovia? No, Kresk. Where was the dress?
Good Lord. I don't I don't know how you guys don't know where the dress is after all this time. The dress was in
Valaki.
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 Then
Like
you
I
took
just
it to
said,
Crest.
Valaki. If she's in Valaki, but her tomb is here, maybe this is where they make, or where he makes all of the vampire spawn.
Like the hive?
Like the who?
The hive. Hive.
Yeah, something like that. It's where they all sleep or where they're made. I don't know.
Okay. Um, okay. Uh,
There's not much
so,
left.
so are, so these might be empty.
Some of them might be.
Maybe. Okay. I feel a little better knowing that. Yeah, those are Sly's thoughts. I don't know what else. He's not going in. Still not going in.
Squally isn't either.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Fantastic.
Squally's kind of holding
He's
Sly's
just
tail at this point, just kind of like caressing it.
so I was just gonna have his spear in his hand just in case. Oh wait. Fuck. Fuck. Squally. There are vampires in there. You kill them really easily.
If there's vampires in where?
Sleeping in their beds. Ah.
I don't think they're in here.
Ah.
I think
It
it
might be. You just said you just said to me that some might be in there. So,
I
so I
thought we
stopped
got
whispering.
past this needing to kill the undead right away. I
No,
thought
it's not like I need to, but it's like that could be helpful. Could it not?
I don't
This
want to risk
isn't I need to go
trying to
in there.
listen. I don't
I
want to risk
am.
trying to open the tombs and then the bats come down on us. Maybe the bats are how they turn into vampires.
Ooh, maybe.
We don't want to get bitten by that.
No, obviously.
I think if we make any
Or
noise,
then it's like using Strahd's powers against it. Oh,
just
no, that's
don't.
stupid. No,
Yeah,
that's not smart.
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna try to do that. I'm not gonna try,
I'm not gonna
okay?
do it. I'm just
Show
thinking about it.
show okay, I immediately doubled back. I'm not stupid, okay?
Squally's kind of on edge now with and like is like really holding on to Sly's tail because he's like, please don't leave.
Sly, I'll let you know. I'll chip
Ah.
in a little bit. You do know like the magic's on your side at this point. Like you know that you could if you
Stop
find a
it.
vampire and you
It's
can go
on
in,
like this.
you
Stop
can
it.
kill it.
This is whack-a-mole right now.
Stop it.
This is whack-a-mole.
Just wait until the
Ugh.
rest get back. Wait until they get back.
Wait
Because
till they
that
get back and
way,
then I go in alone?
no, we'll figure something out when they get here. Maybe they have more
What if
information.
they wake them? What if they wake them?
We just have to be really quiet.
I will be.
Let's
I
play
don't
the
think Sly's
quiet
ever
game.
passed the stealth check.
Hey,
He's so
Sly, I will tell
confident about
you.
it.
I will tell you, there was one time, Sly, that you passed the
Stop
stealth check
telling
with
him things.
flying colors.
That
You
was when
Stop
passed
Squally
telling
it.
cast
him
the spell,
things.
though.
It was
That was
when
Stop
when
it.
Squally was giving me
Squally
like a plus
passed,
10.
passed without a
Squally,
trace,
Squally,
and you
you could
and
help.
you.
You could help me kill them all.
Can't.
Oh, this could be so fun.
Hang on. I can't use Pass Without Trace. I don't have
Why
my
not?
spiritual caster.
What do you mean? What?
I don't have my robe. My robe lets me cast some spells, and I don't have that.
Well, magic is stupid.
If you by chance had if you had ashes from a burned leaf of mistletoe and a sprig of spruce,
Shoot, I just ran out of those.
then I
You
can't.
dick. Of course I don't have those.
Then we need to wait here and be quiet.
Ah, I'm waiting and being quiet. I don't know what else to say. I was like, right there, right there.
It's. I will tell you, it is approximately
The
30
last
feet
time
away
we were
from
in,
you, Sly. It is 30
oh,
feet away from you. Yeah.
Okay, I am gonna do something though.
Okay.
there was a moment. Mm,
Just I'm gonna try
I'll wait
something.
for now.
Just wait. Let me see if I can
Sly
contact.
is weighing the options.
Let me try to contact the others. Shh. Okay. I'm gonna cast sending
Okay.
to Vistara. I need a 25 words or less. Okay. I have my copper wire, just by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Vistara, you have an intelligence score of at least 1, right?
Nope. I've seen that look on my daughter's face before, but not in D&D.
Um, okay, I'm gonna use sending. You're able to answer. I have to do a short message of 25 words or less.
Okay.
You get to hear the message in your mind. You can recognize me as the sender. and then you can answer in the same way. Like just use your mind to talk to me, okay? This is gonna be weird.
Okay.
All right, and I want you to count down the number of words you say.
I'm ready. I got my
I'm excited.
hands.
I'm excited. I've always wanted to see Sending be cast.
Wystera. It
That's two. That's two. That's two. It's yeah, no, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's how it works.
it appears that the tombs are vampires Strahd created. We found a tomb with Delisnia, the dressmaker. The tomb's empty? Question mark. The tombs could be empty. Could be empty.
No, 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 no. The tomb's empty,
No, I know,
and
but I still
then
have.
could be empty. That's 25. That's it.
But maybe.
Once you say it,
Well, no,
once you
I would
say
have.
it.
Okay, I would have stopped at the other one. My goodness. Hang on. I would have stopped. I wanted to see if it reached 25 or not.
It does if you go that way.
Then it stopped. And then I didn't say anything after that.
All right, you got three more. Jesus.
I'm not going to use them. I'm going to
David,
stop
I get what you.
there.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hide.
Okay. And so I get 25 words back, and I'm going to
Yeah.
understand that? Okay.
Yes, you do.
Interesting. I am wondering if anyone in Barovia actually exists.
What cryptid shit is that?
You still have 15 words.
I wonder if everything has been created by Strahd himself.
So disappointed in this. You didn't want to tell me anything
You
that
have
you
you have
saw?
5 more words. You have
Wanna-
5 more words right now. You have 5 more, I believe.
Wystera thinks Strahd made up Squally and Sly being murdered? Is that
Verser, you have 5 more words that you can use, I believe, for this.
Except for us.
I just wasted a third level spell slot.
Yes,
No, you didn't!
The whole point was for you to tell me what you guys were seeing, not speculate about what could be. I told you what I thought. I wanted to hear what you saw.
So, Squally, you received this nihilistic philosophical moment, and
I like to
I want to
stare.
let me ask you. Let me.
Of course, Kylah tries to strategize and David uses it to go into philosophy. Like I'm
That
not.
was great. That was really good. Well done.
It's very on brand.
So let
Very
me.
on brand.
It's
If
like,
I could type.
immediately
I'm gonna like look down. I'm gonna look at and look at Sly, and I'll be like, I should have asked Kari. That's all I'm gonna say.
I want to get.
What? You did you? So
You
should
could
I?
have told me
So
about
should I go?
Irina's crypt. You could have told me about the bride. You could have told me about so many things. It's okay. It's fine. You did great, Dad. I'm fine. I'm good.
I don't understand how telling you about what I saw would help. Eren's the only one that is going to be approaching
Because if I
Middletown.
could have speculated that there was more tombs, and especially if Irina's tomb is open and gooping, that would have been good to know because then we could have known that she wasn't in there, but everyone else was in there. And the bride of like the last bride, all of that information could have helped us.
Really?
Yes, because we could have decided that there weren't people in the tombs.
Okay.
Tombs could be empty. Maybe you could have said something like, hey, I also think they could be empty because they're names of people who aren't here right now. You know? It's okay. It's fine. It's good. I'm good. We can move on. Okay. Ooh.
The problem is we can't because Padon's not with us right now. So I'm gonna spend some time just.
It's okay. Squally knows nothing, and apparently neither does Wystera.
Actually,
This
I feel
exchange
like
of information was useless.
Wystera has made the most important discovery of this room already.
That everyone doesn't exist except us.
Yeah.
For us.
So those
You had
werewolves you
5
guys
words
see
To
upstairs.
say anything, and you went with except for us, which we obviously know we exist, and you saved 2 words for no reason. Like, you had 5 words to be
I
like,
wanted to say
also,
was
Irina's coffin is open. Like,
This is so funny.
like,
so that would have helped.
it's
Okay.
like, nothing is real except us.
Those werewolves that are fighting those gargoyles right now, that is just nothing is going on right there.
They don't exist.
Nothing exists. It's a
Except for
figment of
us
your
and maybe Strahd.
How earlier in this day Vistara almost died fighting someone in Strahd's castle. I don't think any of this is real.
Well, it's not. That fighting them has nothing to do with that.
What do you mean that has nothing to do with that?
It has nothing to do with that. Just because it's all in Strahd's imagination doesn't mean they can't kill us.
Dad, say that one more time.
Okay, so Squally, let's try to turn this into an in-game thing. Let's turn this into an in-game discovery here. Let's do this. So Squally, I need you. First of all, what color do you change when
That's a
you
great question.
when you receive this nearly useless
Squally.
bit of information after spending
Extremely
a
confused.
spell? I'm sorry, David. I love
Okay,
you.
so when I get excited or confused, I go rainbow. So right now, I straight up just start like rainbow just starts going. Like it's just utter confusion. And Squally's like, Vistra's gone insane. She and then I whisper to Squally, or I whisper to Sly, I'm confused. I think Wystera thinks we're the only things that are real. I don't know.
Well,
Let's stay put here until they come back and can maybe give us some more helpful information.
I believe you have broken Sly's brain.
Sly, there's a
with-
moment, there's a voice in your brain like, bro, what is going on in here right now?
I don't know.
I am,
I don't know. I don't know. What is...
dude. I'm like, I'm reeling off of what I just heard.
This is just
Jeez.
I don't even know how to take notes in this
what
moment.
am I? Like
Are we
Dude, don't
real?
do this. Dude, what are you? You're a freaking monster. What are you talking about? You're a
what
monster,
if I'm
dude.
not?
No, don't, dude. What? No, we're monsters that like are
Is any
slaying
of this?
monsters. No,
What's the
come
point of
on.
any of this? Why are we here?
And Squally, you hear Sly talking about this and saying this because this is we vocalizing it. So, uh, Squally, go ahead and just give me a Go ahead and give me. I don't know, or you can choose.
Squally
You
just
know,
hears Sly mumble under his breath. Who is this? As he like looks at his own hands.
Like squeeze his tail and be like, "You're Sly."
Oh my god!
It's me. It's Squally. We have to stay quiet still.
okay. Squally, go ahead. Just roll a. This is pertinent. I'm gonna make it pertinent. Like, go ahead and make a. You can make an Arcana check. And I'll tie it. I'm gonna tie this into Arcana check for this.
Uh, how does a 19 do?
That's brilliant. I'm so happy. Squally, I want to. So first of all, you are an expansion cleric. You are of the philosophy for self-dominion of expansionism. That is the path that you have taken, connecting to the wider world, and that is what has brought you to your voices and all of that stuff. You are the one person in terms of your philosophy that has brought you to your religious connection. Who knows? The voices that you've connected with are real people. You know this for a fact. They are true beings. These are beings that have been trapped and lost in a space that has been conquered by a being that is connected to deep shadow magic. It is truly terrible. Yeah, it's tangible people. In terms of Arcana, and I'm going to make this is going to tie into some. What Wystera expresses is the idea of a powerful wizard or sorcerer or some being that has been able to uniformly create and alter a reality based on their own ability to create the circumstances. Like this is going beyond illusionary magic. What Vistra is getting at is that Strahd, in her mind, is a powerful conjuration wizard who has been able to make and manifest an entire set of geographical locations within a particular mile stretch out valley that exists with multiple individuals and beings. Now, given what you guys have been seeing, it's not impossible to believe that Strahd's influence is going to be able to carry, but from what you have seen with Strahd, Strahd is a powerful individual who has cast extraordinary displays of magic. That example of the fire hitting down in Valaki that one time when Eren had spoken out for the people. Strahd sent down a fireball that basically decimated a bunch of people who were trying to face off, basically. So that means that Strahd does have arcanic capabilities, magical capabilities. The illusion that has stripped away within the castle that you guys all noticed, that is also a display of his power. It seems as if where you are in is Strahd's, like, the best way to say it is his lair. So Strahd has command over his lair more than anywhere else. What Wystera has failed to connect in this thing is, and this is just knowledge you have, is that Strahd's lair does not extend beyond his entire space. Like, this is his home. This place he has true power over. And so this is where Strahd has almost full command. So the stripping of the illusion, that is under Strahd's power. What you've been seeing in terms of his power and his influence Go ahead and make another check for me, please, here, Squally. I'm gonna say make this a religion check. And add your wisdom, not your intelligence to this roll. So if you're proficient, you add your proficiency, but you add your wisdom to it.
Sorry, do I add them together? Because I am
No, no,
proficient.
no, no. Yes, you just simply add your proficiency and your wisdom together for this. So it's not like yeah, it's essentially what I'm saying, and I've said this before a few times. You're taking away intelligence, but you're like putting in wisdom as if it was a wisdom-based skill.
The only reason I'm confused about that is because I have a +4 either way.
It's not about the fact you're adding +4 and +4. You're getting an 8 on this.
Because I have a 0 in intelligence, I have a +4 in wisdom, and I have a +4 in my proficiency bonus. So that makes +4 plus +4 is 8.
Yes, because you're proficient in religion. Yes.
Cool. 26.
Nice. So you clock onto something here. Strahd, his influence and his magic is limited in terms of this entire space, in terms of his domain and this whatever this whole world is. In the castle, it is powerful, and it is profoundly powerful. The fact that he could completely strip away an illusion is massive. And as you guys have seen, he can turn. Being a vampire is tremendously powerful too. Those two things are separate, though. Being a vampire does not mean you are a powerful spellcaster. What you're tapping into is that Strahd has access to powerful sources of magic from some other source, and he's trained himself in the ways of arcanic magic. So maybe he is a powerful spellcaster, but maybe he's not. And maybe not on that same level necessarily. Like he has ties to arcanic magic, but nothing that is necessarily of the same validity that could, conjure out an entire space of beings. You know what I mean? Like it's not the idea of saying an individual could not simply make an entire populace within multiple different villages and towns, and then also make individuals that are a secret spy network that are trying to take him down. That would be something beyond the concept. That's almost like godhood at that point. But Strahd is not a god. So what I'm essentially doing here, and I'm just going to explain this, is basically saying in your whole like state of confusion with this is like what you are able to deduce in terms of what Wystera is going on. That's Wystera is not able to deduce. You are collecting all of this. Something connects for you, though, too, in terms of understanding a deity or a divine being and a powerful being at that. Strahd said to you before this day that he sees and values that your voice to be able to go over this wedding. And the idea of an influence that he has that is limited, but potentially trying to spread. In a lot of places, Strahd has been trying to spread his influence. You guys remember, in Valaki, Fiona Vochter, her cultists, and they have now come through and they are trying to reap the benefits, but they are still weak. The werewolves coming in and fighting. When you were speaking before with Zulika, she was talking, you were asking about why would they betray Kirill, but like it's, or go against Kirill's orders, but it's like the werewolves are also upset, or they're going against Strahd here. And what you're also finding and connecting is that he wanted to also kill the Keepers of the Feather. He wanted to kill Davian's family, the whole Mardico family, but he failed at that. And so it seems like he is taking out systemic targets, going after Esmeralda, because he wanted to have his influence carry over. And he wanted to involve you guys. But now, you all failed. And you weren't there at the dinner, so you don't know everything that exactly happened there. However, You do know that he still singled you out and wanted you at the wedding. And you remember when you passed by the hangman's noose that one time. You noticed that there were two names, or you noticed that there were three graves with three different names, and there was one that was open. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Whose names did you see there? This was when you were going back into the village of Barovia.
Yes. Oh. I'm not finding it, but I remember it. And I remember writing it down. Oh, here, 1 second. Right, okay, four graves are dug open. You see Eren, Kari, Sly, and then the fourth grave doesn't have a marker.
And you think about that. Eren, Sly, and Squally, or Eren, Sly, and Kari. You have this chilling sense that their fate is sealed in the eyes of Strahd. Whatever influence, whatever illusion is set. But there are two people whose fate is not sealed. And that's going to be a choice. You and Wystera. One of you, there's a moment where you kind of wash over in this moment. And there's a cold kind of tunnel vision. And you can tell me if you change your feather tone at this point. You realize that you and Wystera at this point, it is going to be a decision of who occupies that grave between the two of you. Because, and you know this, the influence that Strahd has is limited beyond this space. But there are two very powerful individuals that are in this plane right now that can help in that. One of them has the voices of literally every dead being that has been inside of this valley. Every trapped soul, that person can speak through, speak for, and can channel into great power. And another one is responsible for killing their brother, Strahd's brother, destroying his very being inside of a sword and carrying a new kind of sword, a shadow blade. And Squally, you are able to take this in and realize that there is a part of either you or Wystera that is going to basically be an opportunity for one of you two to be a potential influential presence or being for Strahd. He's singling you out specifically for this task. And Wystera is singled out as well. But one of you is going to be able to occupy it. The other one is going to basically occupy that grave. And what I'm connecting it, and the reason you connect this is you're kind of piecing it together, is that it seems that Wystera throughout this has been going off of instincts of like wanting to do this one particular thing, backing out of certain things, or thinking maybe we don't do this and maybe we turn back. Wystera's own ideas and thoughts in this moment are starting to really work out in favor of being someone who is able to take direction in terms of what to do, but not able to manifest an idea on their own, like, with their own voice necessarily. Wystera does have her own decisions, but they are guided with other things.
Mm.
You kind of have the same thing, but you also can channel in that other way. So you start to kind of realize you both have very dangerous potentials of power. and holding on to those powers, they could be exploited. Should someone deem you both, necessary to expand their influence, one by a sword and one through the voices of hundreds.
Yikes.
And that's how Liam tries to connect and tries to value a third level spell.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't. I do what I can.
Crazy. Squally has an existential crisis and is just staring at the ground.
Alrighty. So, with all that in mind, I want to check and see, do Squally and Sly, do either of you do anything else, or do you guys just occupy the space?
I'm just hanging out.
Sly kind of keeps glancing like from looking at his hands and then looking at the crypts and then looking at his hands with the crypts. Looks Squally. What are any of us doing? Just do I should, should I go see if any of things in those crypts, or like what's the point? You know?
Squally's just I don't know.
Damn. I guess we just are sitting here waiting.
Sly, can you roll me a d20, please?
Ah. 1.
Fantastic. I'm going to roll a single die here, or 2 dice, because with advantage here, for Eren and Kari to open up the scripts together. They will work together on this. Alrighty. With Kari's roll, that is a 19. Easy enough to open up the crypt to Gilmore Nimble Knobs. As it is opened up, slab is moved to the side. And as they're about to enter inside, we're going to end our session there because Padon just told me that he's not going to be able to make it. But we're going to close out there as our players continue their path of torment and pain. I'm very excited to see what happens next. I had a bunch of other stuff set up for today and planned out, and I was all geared up for a whole other thing. It's like, nah, we're gonna go inside of the catacombs, and there we go, baby.
Ain't that just D&D?
Ain't that just D&D? Well, this has been fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna be now going back to our little 2-week format for ourselves. Coming back, so we will be back here doing another game in about 2 weeks, guys. But thank you all so very much for joining us in this like on a week by week basis. This has been really crazy. I have not played week to week D&D in forever. So this has been like really fun, really awesome. I love seeing you guys every week. So yeah, I look forward to going back to our other format. But yeah, hope you guys hold on to all this information for next time. And then, yeah, we will see you all in 2 weeks from now. Take care, everybody. Bye.